I finally get a chance to see the Concession.
Two great players in the game, Tony Jacklin and Jack Nicklaus. They teamed up to build a great course, the Concession. Let's go take a look.
This is a course I've always wanted to see. The best new private course in 2006 by Golf Digest. When you make your way to the clubhouse and the bag drop, you're greeted with an uncompromising commitment to excellence. When you enter through the clubhouse doors, you'll see a tribute to the great game of golf and the Ryder Cup captains of the past. The theme that runs through the club is one of the great moments in sports and sportsmanship. In 1969, Royal Birkdale, the Concession. An epic battle between the Europeans and the Americans. The last match was Jack Nicklaus and Tony Jacklin. Tied on the 18th hole, Jack conceded a 2-foot putt to Tony. And for the first time in its history, the Ryder Cup ended in a tie. That feeling of competition, sportsmanship, and good fellowship are born in the DNA of the Concession. Every amenity associated with the finest clubs in the world you'll find here at the Concession. Every element of the clubhouse design was chosen by renowned designers, putting it on the cutting edge of style. In the men's locker room, old Tom Morris looks down upon the members who revere the game. Every living Ryder Cup captain has his locker here, so you are in good company. In the shop, you'll find everything you need and want. You'll also find Tony Jacklin's artistry goes beyond golf and design. Before you play, you'll want to head to the practice area, one of the largest in the country. You'll also find one of the finest caddy programs around.
Caddied at a few golf courses around the country, and this is definitely one of the best.
From the first hole on, you realize you're not only playing a great golf course, you're soaking up history on one of the greatest events in the greatest game. The course sits on 520 acres of ruggedly pristine land. The sand is from Ohio, and the design is from Jack Nicklaus in association with Tony Jacklin. There are no cars, there are no houses. The only sound you hear is your club going through the perfectly manicured fairways. Oh, you might see nature's gallery out here, but they're pretty quiet. If it's a challenge you're looking for, from the back tees at 7,470 yards, with a slope rating of 155. With multiple tee boxes from 5,000 to over 7,000 yards, there's a challenge for every level of golfer. When you finish on the 18th, your golfing day is done, but your dining day is just beginning.
And a nice piece of garlic toast. That's our bouillabaisse.
From casual to formal dining, from intimate to private, Sean Murphy and his culinary team will delight your palate through a variety of unique, mouth-watering creations. With accolades from the James Beard Foundation, Saget Guide, and the Wine Spectator, it is definitely a dining experience. The bar is the place for good times, good friends, and warm conversations. I think you'll find the Concession is the place to begin your life and to live your life. I got a chance to get out on the Concession with their membership ambassador and tournament coordinator, Jimmy Wright. Jimmy's a life member of the PGA. His career includes 13 PGA championships, 11 U.S. Opens, and the 1970 Masters, a British Open, and a Senior British Open. He has 12 course records across the country, including a 62 at Westchester Country Club. He held the record at Carnoustie, Scotland for 10 years. I was honored to spend the day with him, and he knows this course as well as anyone.
Hello, my name is Jimmy Wright, and we're here today at the Concession Golf Club in Bradenton, Florida. And the Concession Golf Club got its name and came into existence from a very special moment in Ryder Cup history in the 1969 Ryder Cup matches that was held at Royal Birkdale. Jack Nicklaus on the 72nd hole of the event gave Tony Jacklin a 2-foot putt that ended up, and that made that the first tie in Ryder Cup history. And that show of sportsmanship that Jack Nicklaus showed to Tony Jacklin is probably the greatest act of sportsmanship in the great game of golf.
Before we leave, we meet Tony Jacklin himself.
What is your take on our golf course?
Well, I can tell you, wow, this is quite a course, and you're really out here. You're on your own out here. When I say you're on your own, you're not surrounded by houses. You've got nature, a beautiful course, and a good feeling that's out here. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Golfing Country.